Alright, I was just gonna do a quick stream. I know that your boy Pat's gonna stream in about 20 minutes. I just saw something on Twitter from an account called the Autisticats, and I just really needed to get this on my chest. Alright, so here's the tweet. For those who don't know, Sia, the musician, released the trailer for a film called Music yesterday that she directed. It's about an autistic girl named Music, who is played by Maddie Ziegler, a neurotypical playing a non-speaking autistic character. In the trailer, Ziegler is seen imitating autistic body language and facial expressions. It feels like a slap to the face to so many autistic people who naturally move in similar ways. Neurotypical people think they can just try on our natural body language as a costume. It's inauthentic, it's deeply unsettling. Watching a neurotypical make those movements and facial expressions just reminds me of all the times neurotypical people in my life have mockingly imitated my own stims or for those of other autistic people. It's so wrong. Sia is going to profit off of this. Maddie Ziegler is going to profit off of this. What about autistic people? There's nothing autistic people are gaining from this except dehumanization. There are so many ready, willing autistic actors who could have filled this role, but no. The cherry on top is that Sia's response to an autistic person explaining the harm caused by this casting decision. Sia said, "Maybe you're just a bad actor." And then they show a tweet of the image saying, several autistic actors, myself included, responded to these tweets. We all said we could have acted in it on short notice. These excuses are just that, excuses. In fact, these excuses are just that, excuses. Yet, saying short notice is not an excuse. The fact of the matter is, zero effort was made to include anyone who's actually autistic. And then they show Sia replying, "Maybe you're just a bad actor." And then they continue, "Autism is not a costume. It's not a fun little dress-up game. My neurology and body language is integral to who I am. I've had a really difficult week already. 2 meltdowns. This film trivializes the difficulty of my lived experience as an autistic person, so I'm livid. This is another example in the long line of films made about autistic people without autistic people. It's part of a painful history I had hoped would stay in the past. But the impersonation of autistic people for profit is something alive and well this year in 2020. Autistic people have to fight to be taken seriously every day. We get fired from jobs, bullied on school playgrounds, and shut out of mainstream education for the way our body language and communication is interpreted. All for NTs to try on our mannerisms and profit from it. There's not much else to say for me. This is sad and disappointing, and I'm really angry about it. There's a petition going around to try to stop the release of the film. Sign it if you want, but most importantly, amplify autistic voices." Well, here's an autistic voice. Shut up. Please just shut up. Oh, am I roboting? Oh, hi, Kiefer Damon and Angela Ariaga. Yeah, I went straight to the point on the stream because, oh my god. So, I just want to say, I really had to go live as soon as I saw this tweet, or this series of tweets. I don't reveal a lot about myself, as you guys have noticed, whenever I talk about myself, the details are so minuscule. I'd rather not reveal a lot about myself, and if you noticed on the Minion streams, I even say that I am not very open about my own identity, for lack of a better term. One thing that has come out, though, which I haven't admitted on my own live streams yet, just because I had no reason to, is that I myself am autistic. I have Asperger's. I personally find it more dehumanizing that the Autisticats is wanting to cancel Maddie Ziegler, Sia, and the release of this film just because their feelings are hurt. It's dehumanizing, since they're pretty much saying, "Oh no, don't hurt the little." We're past the 5 minute mark. Okay, good. "Oh no, don't hurt the little retard's feelings." That's what it's. That's what I am interpreting that they're saying. That that autistic people are so sensitive that they can't handle a simple actor portraying them. And sometimes it is just that the actors that who the actors who wanted to try the character to play the character on such short notice, maybe they weren't good actors at all. Because she said it herself, it was just short notice. So I'm trying to think of, if you're would you go with someone you trust, or would you hire um just any nobody who you're not familiar with? You're not familiar with any of their background. You don't recognize their name or any acting that they may have potentially done. Obviously, you'd go with, or you'd hire someone you're familiar with. All right, I gotta take a look at chat. Never heard of Autisticats. Take a breath. You're on the right track. Uh, that's the other thing, is that I am trying to take a breath because I just that's one thing about my Asperger's, that it's hard for me to talk sometimes, or it's hard for me to form thoughts. Like, I was on the Minions of the Zoo stream last night, and uh, the Lucky Pop Tart said that she was able to um, pick up on uh, speech patterns and tell if someone is autistic or Asperger's. Like, she said uh, that she immediately knew that I had Asperger's and that Sanguine Magavon had Asperger's. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Um, I got a phone call since I'm actually doing this in the daytime. And after that, I went to get a drink of water. Or a water bottle, yeah, I should say. Hey, Cuberdam, if you need the link, I could send it to you. Um, so, looking at chat, oh yeah, Cuberdam says she never heard of the Autisticats. I just heard of them now because of this tweet. Uh, and you said you're looking them up through my retweet. You have trouble articulating your thoughts as well. Badger does too. I could tell, but that's because I'm on the spectrum. Oh, you are! Badger has autism? I don't know if he's diagnosed, but there are aspects he's very high functioning. I think another autistic Asperger's trait is getting carried away at times, or going overboard, such as overreacting or getting too much into detail. Kind of the same thing, because that's what he and I do too. Who, me and you, or me and you, or Badger and you? Uh, oh. So yeah, I think Mr. Enter, the YouTuber, whoever reviews cartoons. I don't know who that is. Um. Oh yeah. So what was I saying before? Oh yeah, the Lucky Pop Tart was able to pick up on those speaking patterns. Um. I just. I don't know. For a lot of people, they are easy to pick up on. Uh, I couldn't tell if someone's autistic or not myself. Um, but even if I wanted to hide it, there's no way I would be able to. Not that I have any reason to hide it, it's just, as I mentioned earlier, I don't talk about it unless it comes up. Alright. Oh, and I also posted the tweet on the Minions Discord. Alright, I'm gonna look up a news article about this music movie. Oh, I should probably see the petition to try and stop the release of the film. Where is it? Change.org. I wish these people cared as much about Maddie Ziegler portraying an autistic character than Amber Heard still having a career. Oh, hashtag nothing about us without us. 1,500 likes on their main tweet. Oh, some responses. I don't know if I'm the minority here, but as an autistic person, the term neurotypical makes me want to throw up in my mouth. It feels like victimization on our part to say, but I'm divergent, so treat me like I'm special when life isn't and shouldn't be like that. Like in that tweet. It's also a wholly inaccurate term. Neurotypical means you don't have ADHD, depression, anxiety, Tourette's, etc. Absolutely no neurodivergence. That's why I use allistic to mean non-autistic. Uh, let actors just portray their. Oh, there you are. Sorry, I was looking at tweets and I wasn't even checking to see if you were
God
on.
damn! Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
People often don't notice me, and it gets lumped into my diagnosis, my dyslexia diagnosis. Uh, I need the link to the Minions Discord. I forgot what it is. No one replied yet. How long have I been muted? Or I wasn't muted, but just my laptop was muted. Oh, now you're muted. Uh, so I already found a few articles. Sia defends casting a non-disabled actor to portray a person with autism in her upcoming film Music. Sorry about that. Pop singer Sia is responding to the backlash to her upcoming film that has been criticized for casting a non-disabled actor to portray a character who has autism, and she's furious. The Australian artist, known for her hits like Chandelier and Elastic Heart, announced the release of the trailer for the film Music in a post to Twitter on Thursday. She wrote and directed the film. And they show a tweet, the news you've been waiting for. Music, the movie written and directed by Sia, starring Kate Hudson at Leslie Odom Jr. and Maddie Ziegler will be arriving in early 2021.
Alright.
Watch. Oh, there you are.
I had to take a phone call too.
No problem. Oh, you're taking a phone call. You put in chat. It's a label to make all of these people in the box feel better. They know where to put us.
Sweetheart.
I actually wasn't even gonna go live because I thought Scribe would have been streaming.
What? Yeah, same here. If you want to.
But since he wasn't, I thought I might as well take this opportunity. Since just do a quick stream since Pat's gonna stream too.
Yeah.
And if I can somehow tangentially bring it up, I could talk about it there and vent there as well. I actually don't know who's autistic or who exactly is autistic because I know I can name off a couple people, but even by their speech patterns, I wouldn't know if they were or not. So, what did you have to say?
Not all autistic people are the same. It's just like, putting all people of a racial demographic into a box.
So irritating. Because I saw this and I couldn't not go live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even using my headset. That's how quick I wanted to do this stream. How much I wanted to just rant about this ridiculousness.
Yeah. I don't even pay attention to other autistic groups or whatever. What now? Oh, Pat's apparently streaming now.
Ah.
I don't know what his stream is going to be about. It just says, "Why am I not surprised about this?" I don't know what that is. So,
I remember last week when I was on Pat's stream, we were just talking about what's her name? I already forgot. Because I know that there was someone who. I already can't remember. I just knew that it was another case, like someone. Oh, yeah! Someone who's physically disabled and an actor who was portraying them. And we were just talking about that last week. And now I see this.
it's like cultural appropriation.
Yeah. Cultural appropriation, yet they have no problem having an actual
Neuro-
white person pretending to be black
neurological
as this.
appropriation.
Yeah, as the Black Lives Matters book. What? Scribe is either high functioning autistic or has some aspects due to his depression. I know he's
Did you
anxious.
say that, Angela? I've never heard
Because I
that.
wouldn't have guessed Scribe was.
Yeah, because he can talk. He can talk off the top of his head. He never stutters really.
Yeah, he's not like me. I can never do TEDx's or
Not
TED
really.
Excellence. Yeah,
I can't really tell, Angela.
yeah, I can't
I
tell
just
either.
know he's got anxiety and depression and stuff. And
I
that's
didn't know
it.
about depression. I didn't even know about the anxiety.
Oh
That's
yeah,
probably why he's so. Huh?
he's on medication for that. He didn't want to be on medication because he doesn't. It's like, oh, I can do this myself. But then he started taking it.
That's probably why he's so laid back.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No clue. I don't know. I don't know him personally, really. So,
we only know as much as he tells us, and just like me, he doesn't reveal a lot about himself.
yep. Yep. Apparently, Pat has Daisy Harlot on. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's just his intro. His intro is him showing a bunch of clips from his past streams. Yeah, I don't know who that is either. I haven't seen a lot of his streams.
Doesn't look like an intro.
Is there audio?
Like, yeah. What's this?
I know they say everybody has a doppelganger. I'm like, man, as soon as I see it, I'm like, girl, I found yours.
Oh, yeah, that is the intro. Because if you could tell, it has that little Christmassy music
Oh,
that
there we
sounds,
go.
yeah,
Damn it.
yeah. So if you hear that weird Christmas music that also kind of sounds like Marble Zone in Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah, that's
Oh,
his.
Weibo and Polly. Yes, on Google Images. Google Images. Looking at pictures of a a black guy or something. I don't know who that is. I can't read that. I don't know. He's not diagnosed autistic, but some of the symptoms of his depression are also aspects of autism. Huh. Interesting. Bitch ass. That's what he has on
Oh,
his screen.
since I haven't had the chance to, thank you, Kiberdam and Angela Ariaga for tuning into the stream so far. I
You're
saw the
very welcome.
stream. He's not diagnosed autistic, but some of the symptoms of his depression are also aspects of autism.
Yep. Do you want me to share this?
Sure, what?
Your stream?
Well, I guess you can mention that I was streaming. Wait,
Okay.
is he streaming now?
No, I mean, do you want me to share your stream right now?
On Twitter or anything?
Yeah.
If you want.
Okay.
Alright,
Uh,
so I was reading the article, and the news you've been waiting for, she wrote, along with a sneak peek of the movie to set arrive in 2021. The film's cast includes Kate Hudson, Leslie Odom Jr., and 18-year-old dance mom star Maddie Ziegler, who has often worked with the singer in several music videos. Yeah, I remember Elastic Heart. Her and Shia LaBeouf were in, I don't know, just a lot of people hated the imagery of it because they were both in flesh-colored clothing.
hmm.
Ziegler, a non-disabled actor, as if that really matters, portrays a teen with autism who conveys her feelings to the outside world through a tablet. The character is based on the art's neuroatypical friend who found it stressful to be nonverbal, Sia said. Several fans and activists in the autistic community found the casting to be offensive and misrepresentative. Many questioned the depiction of Ziegler's character, arguing that an autistic character should have been cast in the role and that disabled people should be hired to tell their stories. It's a movie for entertainment. It's not a documentary. National Autistic Society at Autism? Oh my god. At Sia has got this one wrong. There are so many talented autistic actors out there like Saskia, Alex, Max, and Holly who starred in our hashtag Autism TMI films. Well, maybe you should have talked to her about that instead of after the fact. Sia has. Oh, I already read that. Sorry, it's just they showed another image. In a series of tweets, she replies, Sia defended her decision to cast Ziegler in the role, saying she felt the use of a non-disabled actor. You know what? I actually wonder what Maddie has been saying. Did I just call her Maddie? Sorry, I've been calling her Ziegler this whole time. Uh, oh god, she's already 18. That's crazy. Oh, I feel so old. Idiots on Gen Z. Maddie Ziegler. Does she even have her own Twitter? Yes, she does.
I need new earbuds.
And she's been on here since she was 12, 2 months before her 13th birthday.
July 2011.
Yeah. And she doesn't seem to be saying anything about this.
There was a lady on America's Next Top Model who was autistic.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look at chat. Tally!
Eh,
Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Uh, oh, I didn't see she posted more.
Oh,
So people who,
That's
yeah,
not the
so people who cross autism, depression, dyslexia, ADHD are either put into one box or all boxes, depending on what their community wants most money to study. Autistic lives matter, or not? Or yeah, that's what I thought. Because I thought, are all boxes? You mean or? I'm an autistic, or I'm considered dyslexic, depressive, and autistic, but they only added the autistic diagnosis recently. I'm thinking we needed funding. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's so hard to diagnose people, and
pinpoint their disability or their condition, whatever.
yeah, like a lot of it's always changing, and it's changed a lot in even our lifetimes. In fact, 20 years ago, I don't even know, or 30 years ago, I don't know if autistic people today would have been considered as such, especially the females.
Huh. She's 6 feet.
I don't know. So now that I actually did decide to do such a stream uh, immediately after hearing something, I kind of regret it because I should have looked into, uh,
Oh,
or
hey.
as you saw, I'm looking into a lot of things on the spot
We all make mistakes.
because I didn't know Sia defended it, or aside from that one tweet from where she said maybe they just weren't good actors. And yes, sometimes that is just the case. Oh, was she born in April 19th, 1986?
Yeah. Got a Wikipedia article too. Yeah, apparently she was bullied on the show a little bit by the other contestants.
When was this?
Oh, this was cycle 9, so this was 2007.
The Dark Ages. Well, of course they would be. I would have expected them to. I'm gonna grab my headset.
I need a headset. Every time I get Skull Candy earbuds that are wireless, only the left side works eventually, and it's like, what the hell? It's good for work because we can only have one earbud in it at a time for safety reasons, but like when I'm outside, it's not convenient at all. I like Skull Candy because I like the bass. Doesn't sound like this like other headphones do. Well, you're dyslexic, huh, Angela? If you're still here. I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm still here, but not much longer.
I'm talking
I
about
might
time.
head over. Yeah, I might head over to Pat's stream in about 5 minutes, maybe under.
It's almost 30 minutes here.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff wrong with me.
I was kind of wishing I did do, or I did look into this more, just because I would have had more to say instead of just looking up articles on the spot.
Yeah.
Seeing, yeah, looking at Sia's
Where's she?
further responses on the spot.
She's still here. When she did a movie, when who did a movie? Maddie? Angela?
I think she's talking about Heather.
Oh,
Heather
I
Kuzmik. Kuzmik.
I think it's Kuzmich. It's Russian. Kind of like me, but I'm Ukrainian.
Privet.
Yep. I need to start saying that again. He's not on IMDb. What the hell?
You can say it on Pat's stream.
That's like bullshit. Oh, Claire Danes? I've heard of her. It was Claire Danes. Claire Danes. My so-called life. Oh, she's 41 years old.
Sia's birthday's next month. I didn't
Oh,
even look that up. I just knew off the top of my head.
Temple Grandin. She portrayed Temple Grandin 10 years ago. Wait, whose birthday?
Sia.
Oh. And Claire Danes, her birthday is 1 week before mine, except she's 11 years older.
She's a
What?
month older than Scribe.
Yep. I don't know. You don't. Does anyone know exactly when his birthday is?
He doesn't say the day.
Yeah.
He just
'Cause I
says the
remember
month and the year.
last time Monkey called him Stribe by accident. And I said in chat, I said Stribbles, and apparently that made Monkey laugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
One more typo, and it would have been strobe light. But
Does
anyway,
anyone remember the movie Radio?
I've not seen it, but I know about it. Is that an
Or Rain
autistic?
Man?
Rain Man,
Because
yeah.
those two, the actors who portrayed them,
Mm-hmm. They're autistic.
those movies wouldn't be released today.
People are like, oh, people who are autistic look a certain way, or you don't look autistic. There's no
Yeah,
autistic.
saying that is not a compliment. I've never been told that. I never even heard that, but I do imagine people would be.
Oh, Angela is laughing. But yeah, a coworker like a couple years ago, I want to say, she's like, oh yeah, autistic people look a certain way, and I just stayed quiet because I didn't want to get into a fight or anything, or an argument. Yeah. So, oh, Dustin Hoffman played Rain Man or whatever. I've never seen it. I haven't seen a lot of movies. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Pat has like sausages on his screen for some reason. Summer sausage. I don't know.
Sausage fest.
I'm looking up radio. What? What? Oh yeah, it's from 03. Oh, and there was also Rose Red. It had that little girl, or she was a teenage girl. She was autistic and she was mostly mute. It's like, anyway.
Yes, Cuba Gooding Jr. and Dustin Hoffman. Neither is autistic, though Dustin Hoffman is dyslexic, so is Cher. And everyone's favorite, Tom Cruise.
Hmm. You ever see Rose Red?
Nah.
I saw it in high school. It's a
Um,
movie.
I don't know, because
Airhead.
I was thinking of Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh.
Oh, Malcolm in the Middle also would never be made today because of the kid in the wheelchair, and maybe even Malcolm himself.
But inclusion. It's like, oh, Aunt Jemima would never be made today, but what about having people of color on products? You want to whitewash her? That's racist.
I remember there was a tweet that showed a bunch of it showed a bunch of products that had the N word in its name, or they were
Yeah.
a derogatory image of black people. But these were from like the 20s, I think, or the 30s, and the tweet said something like, "Aunt Jemima was just white people being nice," and I'm
Uh-huh.
such cringe.
Bullshit. But yeah, I did see something on here on YouTube of, I think it was Australian. It was Brillo pads, and it had a like a black kid on it, like a drawing of it, and it was called N-word boy. So.
Oh my god, should I look at the comments in the music trailer?
Music trailer.
20,000 dislikes!
What? What are you talking about?
The trailer.
For what? Oh, the movie you're talking about?
Yeah,
What's it called again?
it's called Music. Here, I'll put the link in chat.
Okay. Yeah, it is kind of cheesy. Rose Red. It's about a bunch of people who go to a haunted house or something, and one of them dies, I
That's it,
guess.
I'm doing a YouTube video on this.
Music,
I'm
a film by Sia, coming in early 2021. Oh, it's almost half. It has mostly likes, but I'm on
more
the
than half.
Victoria Rose in the comments says, I'm on the spectrum and this makes me cringe. I'm not angry or anything because it's whatever, but the majority of autistic people don't act like this or the way we are ever portrayed in films. Waiting for a film that portrays autism a bit more realistic, although since we mask so much, might be too boring for people to watch. And then she has a laughing emoji.
Yeah, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Yep.
Not see it being ableist to better. There are thousands of actual autistic actors that would have been more happy to play this role, but yet you chose a neurotypical girl who's not on the spectrum at all. Seriously, WTF.
Yep.
They made it with Autism Speaks, is the reply. Honestly, Amani Iedi, or however you pronounce her name, who started that C is ableist, she's worse than Autism Speaks. I think even Autisticats is worse than Autism Speaks, and that may be just talking through frustration since I don't know much about them yet. I don't even know anyone who supports Autism Speaks. I'm only warned not to. So at this point, I just see Autism Speaks as the PETA of disabilities.
Mr. Enter did a video on Autism Speaks several years ago, and he didn't like Autism Speaks. He's criticizing it.
I was diagnosed with autism at 6 years old. From this trailer alone, watching the brief scenes made me uncomfortable. You can clearly see how they're over-exaggerated stereotypical autism traits, and it only makes people become more uneducated about what autism really is. So it would be like making a film about someone with PTSD and having a panic attack flashback every minute, and being super dramatic in the entire film from start to finish. It would be like if someone with depression in a film saying they wanted to die every second out loud, etc. It's just super exaggerated and cringy. Then people are surprised when you tell them you have autism because they expect you to be dumb or silly, since the majority of media over exaggerates the severe autism traits and symptoms than expected. Actually, you know what? Last year, uh, I'm sure we all know the name by now, Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
I had feared she would be the spokesperson for autism or autistic people, or
No.
that people would just think of her when they heard of autism or Asperger's.
I hope not.
Honestly, that's actually worse. Social justice warrior coming to mind when you think of autism.
Yeah. I stim too. Do you?
What?
I stim too.
STEM.
Yeah, it's like you flap your hands sometimes. That's what I do when I'm excited or something. Like stimulated.
Uh,
I think it has a wiki article. Look it up. Yep.
definitely sending this to the hashtag. Stimming.
Yeah. I do it. I don't know about you. I sent it to you in DMs. Yay. Little girl. Allie is taking a bath on my bed. Yeah.
At this point, I'm just out of words to say. I might do a follow-up stream, but I'm definitely gonna at least talk about this in a YouTube video.
What were you looking at?
Just going through stimming. Autism Speaks piles people with examples of the lowest functioning cases of autism, saying all cases are like that and have no hope for the future, so they can milk people for money. Sounds like Autisticats. Then they give maybe 50% of the money they bring into the autism research. Oh, into autism research. Yeah, I don't know much about them, just that they're not reliable at all. Again, they're the PETA of autistic disabilities, whatever you want to call it.
Would it be accurate to call them like the cuties of, child freaks,
I'm actually not so sure.
Like Autism Speaks is to autism, as PETA is to animals, as cuties is to, that. I don't know if I would go that, if you'd go that far, or if I'm right or not.
I just saw another video related to Sia. Oh, it's called Together from the motion picture music. Imagine hiring a person to pretend to be autistic when you could have just hired an autistic person instead. Imagine hiring a person to pretend to be a teenage mutant ninja turtle when you could have just hired a turtle instead. Everyone go like my comment.
Okay, is it on the same link that you posted in
Nah,
chat?
I'm gonna post it in chat.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder what Chatmore and Sanguine Magavan think of this, or if they even heard of it. I mean, I'm probably not gonna go live on Wednesday. Maybe I could bring it up in chat. But yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna go live on Wednesday. Or yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be on Minions Wednesday.
How come?
More like breast cancer research or AIDS fundraisers who pay their boards and give whatever. The left over to the cause is what they raised, or they raised it for. I can't talk. Alright, so
Sometimes I do have that trouble too.
my reply is from someone named Gigi. If there's a film about a blind person and the actor's not blind, is this offensive as well? No. So why is it not offensive to cast an autistic person by Maddie? Because the way Maddie acts in it, it's super stereotypical, and Sia barely ever tried to find someone autistic. Nothing against Maddie, she's one of my favorite films ever. She's in one of my favorite films ever, but this ain't it, Chief.
Alright, where the fuck did it go?
I agree, it is just a movie. There are bigger problems in the world. Like Flint not having clean water. Hey, do you remember when? What's her name?
I don't see your comment.
Oh,
Let me try this again. Hmm. I'll look at my comment too and show.
remember it was announced that a black girl was gonna play Little Mermaid, and then liberals
Oh, yeah.
kept saying, yeah, liberals kept saying the conservatives are mad when they really weren't, and then they were shaming, they were projecting. I even brought this up on Pat's stream that they said, why don't you care about black people getting shot by police, or kids in cages, or Flint not having clean water? I didn't know what to call it then. Pat said it was projection, which, how could I forget the word?
Let's see your comment, Jack. Damn. Yeah, and she's blackwashing redheads, and they're not a protected minority. Did you see my chat comment?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Is that better or what?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see your comment on the video.
It's by someone named. It's underneath someone named Gigi.
Oh yeah, you were replying to somebody. That's
Yeah.
right. Gigi. And when did she post hers?
2 days ago. It says, imagine hiring a person to pretend to be autistic.
Okay.
This video is from May.
I don't see. I'll just. Oh, I see it. I see it now.
If a character should be blind, should mean the actor is blind.
Well, a lot of replies to this girl's comment.
If a character is black, that doesn't mean the actor should be black. Well, according to you, yes, because you want and Bolin to be black. He wants every redhead to be black. There's way too much stupid to go through.
You're more likely to come across a black person in America than a redhead, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
As well as the world.
Huh? Oh, I didn't say anything. I was just saying pretty sure. This is just too much stupid. Too much stupid. This is why I don't. This is why. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to. Yeah, I'll include some of these comments in the video.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna end it here too. Thank you, Keyberdam, for joining and watching. Thanks, Angela Ariaga, for watching. Go watch Pat. Your boy Pat. Your boy live.
I'll pop in.